So I wanted to make this video on Sunday, but things have been weird around here, by which I mean I went back to school. And I was not ready for that. So here we are. And I'm making 2 tonight, and who knows what's happening tomorrow. But I want to talk about cursing for a bit, because I think our society has a really warped perception of that, and I think as Christians, a lot of people come at it from a weird position. So because I'm a Christian, I'm going to start by looking, I'm going to start from the Bible. And the Bible, says pretty clear, like, don't curse, right? Well, that kind of depends on what you interpret these verses as, and that tends to be the case with a lot of things. Most people assume the Bible talk is like, don't curse at all. Don't use curse words. But I don't get that vibe. A lot of times the Bible talks about how God will bless those whom somebody blesses and curse those who somebody curses. And it talks about not using the Lord's name in vain. And I think that's about it, as far as I can tell. And I think we often end up conflating those. So what exactly is cursing in the Bible? Cursing looks much more like witchcraft than swearing in the Bible. Cursing somebody relates to damnation. And what damnation is like condemning somebody to an eternity in hell. Now, cursing somebody could also be a much more mild thing. You just like giving them bad karma, kind of. But that's like the ultimate curse you can put on somebody. And so I find that the word damn is a very, very severe word. And I don't understand how it's become like the most kosher curse word. But that's a thing that's happened, apparently. As far as cursing and what it comes down to for me is, words exist because there's a time and place to use them. Curse words, I think, can be divided into 2 categories, slurs and not slurs. And slurs, I think, are words that shouldn't be used except by the people who they were used to target and who have chosen to reclaim it. So let's talk about the word queer, for example. It's not like a super intense slur, but it's a slur. And because I'm part of the LGBT community, and because I've been oppressed for that, I have the right to reclaim it. And I call myself queer. That's not a word I want other people applying to me without getting my express permission. And it's not a word I want people who aren't part of the LGBTQ plus et cetera community to use. Because that feeds into the cycle of violence. It's why I won't say the N-word. Because it feeds into the cycles of racism, specifically anti-blackness, that society perpetuates. And it's why I, since I'm not a woman, since I'm not a girl, I'm not going to use the B word. I mean, I'll use bastard, not the other one. And slurs end up being really problematic because they are putting down people for being oppressed. And if you're using them not against somebody who's oppressed, like the way gay men have appropriated the B word, then it ends up legitimizing the slur as something insulting and awful for just being this person. And so then we have other words, like fuck and shit and bastard, ass. I don't even know what these curse words are. Or I know what those are. I don't even know what, like, most curse words are. Apparently there's one for every letter of the alphabet, who knows. And so when it comes to general curse words, I don't think there's a problem in using them. Do I think they're kind of vulgar? Sure. Do I think they should be used all the time? Not really. But do I care? Not really. And people often are like, yo, you shouldn't curse, but why? Does it come from this whole idea of using God's name in vain? Is it some sort of twist on that? Because I myself will say, oh my God. And I, for a long time, didn't do that. But here's what I think using God's name in vain comes down to. I think it's about using his actual name, as in, like, Yahweh. And there is no way that I am going to trivialize that, because that is the name of the Lord of the universe, the creator of everything. But God is just kind of a title, like king. I could be saying, oh my king, oh my lord, oh my lanta. See, they're all just expressions, and it's what you mean that matters, I think, when it comes to using the Lord's name in vain. I don't think that's I also think it's applicable with the general curse words, but I don't think it's applicable to slurs, because they have such a huge impact on our culture and sort of define how we're going. So literally the only reason I made this video is because I'm going to be cursing a lot in my next one. So in case you wanted to freak out about that, watch this one first. Was this video informative? Probably not. I don't really know what I'm talking about, and that's very clear because, I don't know, I'm very distracted. I've had a terrible headache. That's really why I haven't been filming. I can't think very well. But I hope this was sort of at least vaguely articulate. Leave a like. Was it inflammatory? Leave a comment. Was it intriguing? Subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter or Tumblr using the hashtag AskAzaria or any direct messaging system to be featured in our next Just Asking Monday. My jaw shouldn't move like that, and I hope you have a great day. That is not where my mouse is supposed to be. Let's take this moment to appreciate the fact that I have 25 subscribers, yo. That's crazy. Hope you have a great day. All of you who subscribe, and all of you who don't.